It's so great to bring my diverse audience together. Indian software engineers and Trump supporters. It's so weird. It's like half my audience is writing crazy shit on the internet and the other half is censoring it as fast as possible. Like half my audience is trying to deport the other half. Such a weird dynamic. I figured in this special, I want you guys to know more about me. I know I look like both of my parents are eyebrows. Yeah, I'm Jewish and Italian, and that combination's not supposed to exist. Like, I was just born with biceps and anxiety. It's where like half my family are these like loud, like fist bumping, angry Italian American guidos, and the other half is just calling the police on them. My Jewish side, I have a Jewish grandma. She's really sweet. She'll always like call me up, and when she calls me, she'll like warn me, like halfway through the call, like because she wants me to be safe all the time. So she's always like at the end of the call, Austin, be very careful. Be very careful. But then sometimes she gets too specific, like, tomorrow. Like, it gets kind of suspicious, like, tomorrow at 2 p.m. My grandma, what do you know? Like, what's gonna happen to me? Goodbye. I just don't feel safe at all. So I lived in, I'm from Connecticut. I lived in LA, I was in Seattle, I was at Microsoft, and now I live in New York. And everyone always talks about New York. They're like, oh my God, the energy's incredible. I'm like, I love the energy. New York has amazing energy. I love the energy in New York. It's all going to the rats. I'd be like, I was walking the other day, I saw a rat. It was like 4 feet long. Had like 8-pack abs. Did like a muscle up into a dumpster with a child. I'm like, we're not safe here. Like, you should be able to tell the difference between a rat and a dog. And in New York, you can't. I was like, hey, sir, what kind of dog is that? He's like, it's a golden rat. I'm like, it's scary. It's so scary. Like, I went to a haunted house with my fiancé in October, and it was wild. There's like all these dudes with like bloodied faces, tattered clothes, they're yelling at you. And that was just on the subway on the way there. Like New York's one of the only cities where you go outside and it's scarier than the haunted house. Just getting into the haunted house is scarier. I mean, SF is kind of like that too. I was in San Francisco a few weeks ago, and it's wild because in San Francisco, you can't tell if somebody is homeless or a tech founder because they dress exactly the same and they're both raising money at all times. Dude, I saw this homeless guy. He's like, I'm raising a Series A, 20 million. It's wild. And it worked. He started an app. He's very successful now. The one thing about New York, I don't know if you guys ever go to Times Square. Don't go to Times Square. Times Square shows how dumb humanity is, truly. Because people come from all over the world, they visit New York and they come to Times Square and they get here and they're just like, wow, this is incredible. Look at all these ads. Olive Garden. Canva. Wow. Oh, I love ads. Wow. We're so dumb. Why are we so dumb? The saddest thing about Times Square is the superheroes, though. They don't look right. The superheroes. They don't look normal. I don't. Like, the superheroes are so sad. Like, I didn't know Superman was a small Filipino guy. Like, everyone in Hollywood's like, we need to make the superheroes more diverse. Go to Times Square, you will see a small Guatemalan Hulk. Not for long, not for long. That's fucked up. That's fucked. You guys are bad. You shouldn't clap at that. That's fucked up. Only in Times Square will you see like Avengers versus Ice. All the superheroes in Times Square, they're all body positive. Like, they don't look anything like the superheroes. Like, Batman will just be 4'11" and weigh 295 pounds. It's like, all right, I don't remember Batman looking like that. His pants are falling off. He's like running away. Feel bad for the kids because they want to see their superhero. And then the kid, they show up and they just see like a Spider-Man. It's like an Italian dude holding the mask, chain smoking. It's like, I saw you take a picture of me, asshole. Hey, that's gonna be $12. Hey, come here. Like, they look like the children's birthday party pinata versions of the superheroes. It's poor kids. I like being in New York. I'm closer to my Italian-American family. So that's nice. I have a real Italian-American side. Like, all my family parties, they all start like those old Mucinex commercials. Like, the door blows open. It's a Mucus family reunion. Woo! The CGI boogers come out. Those are real Italian people. My uncles look like them. They're like all Italian-American people. They all look exactly how they sound, right? Like the bigger dudes are more baritone. Like, hey, Thomas, good to see you. How are you? And as they get shorter, they get angrier. They sound more like Joe Pesci. How you doing, you motherfucking pig? Gotta bring your fucking legs in, you motherfucking punk cocksucking fucking motherfucker. Like, I feel like all Italian-American people have a fixed amount of anger, and as they go down, it just compresses. Dude, what is wrong with these people? They're so angry running around New York City like, fuck a motherfucking piece of shit, fuck you. Running under people's legs, these angry little Italian gremlins. Everyone in the East Coast is just mad, angry all the time. My dad is the angriest dude I've ever seen. And he lives in Connecticut. Like, his life is okay. He has a boat. I don't know why. He's so upset. Like, he could be doing anything. He'll be at a deli, and he's like, I ordered a sausage, egg, and cheese. Sausage, not bacon. Sausage. His blood pressure's just 400 flat. It's the same as my brother's SAT score. He drives to work angry. He's so mad. Like, he narrates it. Like, he drives to work like a 14-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto. Like, he gets in his car. He's like, all right, you fucking asshole, piece of shit, fuck you. He's like running over pedestrians. Fuck you, yelling at old women. Hey, you asshole, what the fuck? His commute's 9 minutes. He's so stressed for no reason. His driving to work is the hardest part. Like, the only way my dad relaxes is he goes hunting. That's psychotic. That's like a crazy way to relax, right? Like killing woodland creatures. Like, that's like a chill activity. What the fuck? Like, he hunts the deer like he's mad at them. Like, he wears a camouflage suit. He sits in a tree with a bow and arrow like Rambo. And he waits. I feel like when the deer comes by, he doesn't even use that stuff. He just does hand-to-hand combat. He's like, you fucking fuck piece of shit, fuck. And the deer's like, you fucking asshole, get the fuck. The deer's Italian too, for some reason. Hey, you fucking asshole, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm like, Dad, I just meditate to relax. That's what I do. He's like, my son's gay. I'm like, it's called Headspace, Dad. 15 minutes a day. Maybe you won't have to go hide in a tree and kill animals. Shut the fuck up! Yeah, it's wild. My dad, he's so mad all the time. He thinks I went to school in California, and he thinks I went to California and just like became gay or something. He's like, ever since you went to fucking California, you're fucking soft. You're fucking gay now, dude. You're sucking on Biden's toes. Like, he just says shit like that. Like, he thinks I went to California and some guy's like, hey man, wanna get in and out, bit me and then turned me gay. Like, my dad, I have a fiancé who's a woman. I don't know why you think that. He's like, you fucking gay, dude. You fucking gay. My brother recently got a scam email. That was pretty funny. So he got this kind of email where they're like, we know that you've been browsing explicit websites and we have video footage of you. We're gonna send it to your friends, employers, family, unless you send us this amount of Bitcoin. And I'm like, that's a crazy threat, right? Because like, how would that actually play out? Like, his boss at work comes up to him and is just like, hey Jared, I received this video of you masturbating. I watched it all the way through and you're fired. Great work. Or my dad just like, hey Jared, I got this video of you jerking off. 2 fingers? Who taught you this form? Looks like you're holding chopsticks. My son's a guy. He's just I was an ugly child. I was so ugly. Like when I was 10 years old, I was 5'3", I weighed 160 pounds, and I had a small mustache. Yeah, I looked exactly like my mom. It was hard to make friends because in middle school, they just thought I was the security guard. Like I'd go up to the other kids and be like, hey, do you guys want to hang out? And they're like, go back to your post, sir. I'm like, I'm a kid. They're like, don't say that. You can get in a lot of trouble, sir. It was hard. I couldn't breathe out of my nose for like 17 years. I think it's because I'm Jewish and Italian, so I was just bred like a pug. Like, I have the ultimate nose. It's so large, but it doesn't work at all. So I just breathe like the sick Triceratops in Jurassic Park in elementary school. I would just be sitting in class like, and the girl sitting across from me is like, you breathe like a pig. Do you know that? You breathe like a pig. Do you know how hard it is to be self-conscious about something you need to do to survive? So I would just every so often hold it in. I'd be like, sorry about that. And it would come out more powerful, like I charged it. Like a boiling water pot, just shrieking. It was horrible. Yeah, I wasn't a cool kid. Yeah, really ugly. I think it's because like my parents were divorced, so my dad, he didn't know what to feed us. He's like, I don't fucking know what kids eat. So he would just like, you know, in Jurassic Park, they like lower in the goat into the like T-Rex exhibit. He just would like lower in like mozzarella sticks on a tray. And then me and my brother would be like so excited, and he'd serve them hot, so they were like really gooey. And I'd go for them, and then I'd immediately choke on them, and they get stuck in my throat. Like half of them would be stuck. I'd be like, Dad, help! And my dad would like rush over to the room and be like, what the fuck? And he'd like pry open my mouth and start like pulling out the cheese. And then my brother's on the other side like, my dad's like, what the fuck's going on? My fucking son. He's like pulling cheese out of his kids. Fucking what the fuck? My poor divorced Italian dad's like listening to Creed while pulling cheese out of his kids. With eyes wide open. It's just cheese. It was so sad. I found out later in life that some people considered me to be handsome. Yeah. Yeah. The fuck? You guys are mean? Audience just laughs at me. It's true. It's true. The fuck? I'm mad at you guys. I would get DMs, yeah, so people would slide into my DMs. Never women. Here's some context. You guys know I do a lot of impressions. I started learning how to do the Trump impression because my mom just sounds like Trump. Like the way my mom nags me, like when she calls me, is very Trump-esque. Like she'll call me, she'll be like, Austin, you never call your mother? Why don't you call your mother? Your mother is so good to you. Why don't you call your mother? You're so nasty. Wow. So it's a pretty lateral move to learn the Trump impression. My mom is Trump. Surprise. Turns out Trump is just a Jewish mom from Connecticut. I have the greatest son. He's so great you wouldn't believe it. He has the best grades. It's the same. There's no difference. I make the best food. Like it's literally, it's the exact same. So I would do, when I was in college, me and my roommates, we would compete and do like Trump impressions with each other. And then after college, I started posting them on TikTok. We both did. And then all my liberal college friends were like, oh, that's too real. I never want to see that again. I'm triggered. I can't. I don't want to see that ever again. And then all the people in the middle of the country were like, yeah, honey, he's back. There he is. They'd watch my videos. They'd be like, that's our president. It would be a video. It's like Trump as a GPS. In 200 feet, we're turning right. We love right. It's a very good direction, and I know a lot of directions. They're very good friends of mine. And And they'd be like, yep, there it is, that's incredible. That's incredible, and they'd follow me. And I didn't know if they followed me because they thought I was funny or because they thought Trump just made a really good point. Like they thought that was just him. So I had this one follower follow me called the Gay Who Strayed. And this person had hundreds of thousands of followers and would always share my content. And I was really excited because I had a lot of conservative followers at first. And I'm like, oh, that's great. I have a gay liberal follower. They're sharing my stuff. I'm gonna have a more unified audience. Turns out the Gay Who Strayed is an alt-right lesbian account. So when she shared my videos, tens of thousands of gay Republicans would follow me and flood my DMs. That's how I found out I was handsome. The gay Republicans, they would send me messages that were simultaneously like threatening me and hitting on me in the same message. Like I remember I posted this one image of me getting the vaccine like during COVID, and I got all these DMs. They're like, that vaccine's gonna kill you. And in your next video, we want to see some more chest hair, please. It was wild. I was actually a fixture in the gay Republican community. I got invited to perform at the gay Republican pool party in LA. So I did that. That was wild. That was weird. It was like, everyone was like all these old white dudes wearing Speedos and red MAGA hats. Like you would have thought the theme was slutty Super Mario. Everyone looked like a randomly generated metaverse avatar. It made no sense. And it was like a pool party. Instead of water guns, they had real guns. They had a Kamala Harris like blow up doll. They're just like slapping and they're like, fuck you, Kamala. They were building a wall, but it was just a glory hole. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. I didn't partake in the glory hole, by the way. Sorry, Dad. If you're watching this. He's like, I knew it. Yeah, no, I lived in LA for a bit of time. So I went to UCLA, and so I went from Connecticut to LA for college. I went to Seattle, back to LA. I lived in a bad part of LA. I lived in North Hollywood. That's the, don't go to that Hollywood. You know, you can skip that one. Like, North Hollywood's like when you die in a video game, and you respawn off the map with no weapons, and then you have to like run back to society. That's sort of the vibe. In LA, I would always bump into acquaintances though. I don't like the acquaintance interactions. It's the worst when you bump into someone that you knew years ago and you have to interact. Because you see someone and you're like, I recognize that person, and they lock eyes with you. And it's like a Pokemon trainer battle where like the exclamation mark goes up and you have to engage. Right, you're just like, oh dude, so good to see you. Yeah, so good to see you. And you immediately run out of things to talk about. So good to see you, despite like intentionally not seeing each other for years. So good to see you, this is great. And then one person just like panics and starts making plans for some reason. They're just like, oh, dude, we should totally hang out sometime. We should get lunch sometime. Let's get lunch sometime. And the other person's always like, yeah, for sure. For sure. And for sure. And for sure is just a mutual understanding that both parties will never see each other again. Right? I had an honest acquaintance interaction recently in New York, and I bumped into this kid I knew from high school, and he was just like, at the end of the interaction, he's like, hey man, well, have a great life. I'm like, thank you. You too. One acquaintance interaction that I thought was really incredible. So this was in college, and the worst thing, by the way, is when you're walking the same direction as the person. Yeah, that's bad. Walking the same direction. But this guy handled it so well. So I bumped into him, dude, good to see you. Yeah, for sure. And then I'm at one part of campus, and we're both going to the same part of campus 1 mile away. And I'm like, how are we gonna handle this? We're both like looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? And then he was so adept, he's like, dude, why don't you speed up? I'll lag behind. And I just sped up. I was like, that's crazy. How did you do that? That was so smart. I'll lag behind, speed up. I kind of felt emasculated, but But I just sped away happily, awkwardly. Like when I was a kid, when I was in elementary, I had a hard life in Connecticut. It's hard being me. It's hard being me. So I'd listen to pop punk music. I had a lot of angst growing up. I always listen to pop punk music. If you don't know pop punk music, it's the kind of music where they're super upset, but their lives are not that bad. You know, the singers, they'll just be like, I don't want to go to school tomorrow morning. Like, that's the extent of how bad it is for them. Like, summer sucks, I know. What? Not another kiss, not another, like. These people have the great lives, they're so upset. So I'd always, in elementary school, I'd listen to this one song by Simple Plan. I'd sit in the back of the bus being like emo with my Walkman. It was just like, I woke up, it was 7. I waited till 11 just to figure out that no one would call. I thought I had a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone? When you're spending every day on your own, here it goes, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. What? The worst thing that happened that dude's day is that no one hit him up in that 4-hour time interval. His life is fine. You know that kid probably grew up and went to Stanford. Stanford's a jail cell. Or he became like a software engineer. I make $200K and I'm not okay. I'm tired of standing at the standing desk. I'm standing here and I'm so depressed. My 401k, I maxed it all the way. I'm engaged and my life is great. Like, it's fine. This guy's having a great time. I always wonder, like, I feel like pop punk music should be sung by teenagers that actually had horrible lives. I want to see a pop punk song sung by a teenager who's just like, where are you? And I have sepsis. I cannot breathe. I cannot sleep tonight. My organs literally shut down. That'd make more sense. Like, he should have angst. Say it ain't so. I cannot go. I have to defend my village from enemies. I walk a lonely road. It's full of landmines. I'm just a kid, and I'm also a soldier. The 90s, the early 2000s. I always wonder, like, do you think other time periods had, like, a 90s? Do you think in, like, the... You think in, like, the 1800s, like, do you remember the 90s? Did you have time for that? Like, what were their 90s throwback parties like in the early 1800s? Their powdered wigs were one layer higher. Right? Like, what was an angsty 1790s kid like? Mom, I don't want to be a cobbler. That's not me. He runs up to his room and plays the cello. It's just beautiful. He writes a symphony. Dad, I hate you. You were a colonist. You came here on the Mayflower. I'm not a Federalist. Like, what are they? These angsty ass 1790s kids. I can't have weed. It's too legal now. I remember when it's too legal. I remember when weed was really illegal. Like when I was in high school, like my dad, he would always be like, if you ever have weed, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. And then he would just drunk drive into a school. But first I gotta kill these kids. He's always like, never have fucking weed, I'll fucking kill you. Never have weed, never. And I found out afterwards, like when me and my brother and all my cousins were older, that he was just smoking weed the whole time. He's like a huge pothead. He's like, just kidding! So now he shows up to family parties with like trays of Lace cupcakes. And then I'm like, Dad, I really don't want it. He's like, come on, try some. I'm like, Dad, please, I really can't. He's like, my son's a pussy and he's gay! Dad, stop bullying me. When I first had weed, I tried it in the most 15-year-old way possible. I remember when I was in high school, my friend's just like, yeah, dude. He texts me, he's like, meet me at the top of the mall. He's wearing a trench coat. He pulls out a sock, he's just like, yeah, I got the goods. And inside there's just these like 2 nasty little hairy brownies. And you knew they were illegal, like you could just tell. Like they smelled illegal. And I always wondered back then, like, who was baking those? Like a bunch of drug dealers got together and they would have like bake-offs, like what? They're like, yo, dude, tomorrow night, meet me at the spot. Bring your oven mitts. We're making scones. A bunch of drug dealers just baking together, just like having fun. Just like, put it in the oven together. The cops bust, what the fuck is going on here? It's drug dealers just having a little bake-off. Yeah, I tried it again for some reason. In college, I tried weed again, and I shouldn't have. It was a horrible idea. Because in college, so when I was at UCLA, first of all, weed in California, as you know, very allowed. You can go into any store, and you can get like a weed cookie. I remember I saw this one weed cookie. It was called Aunt Dolores's pot cookie. That's what it was called. And there was a smiling grandma on the cover. As if she's saying, you're gonna be just fine. And I remember I tried it, and then I heard my own grandma's voice in my head. Be very careful. I look up at the clock, it's 2 p.m. We go, no. And we never did anything fun when I had that brownie. It wasn't fun at all. Like, we were just sitting around a table with chips and dip. That was it, a pretty simple activity. And I'm looking at my hand, I'm holding a chip, and I'm looking back at the dip at the table. And when you're high like that, your anxiety is just through the roof, like for no reason. Like you have an anxious voice that's just like doubting every move. And the anxious voice in my head's like, if you take their dip, they're going to hate you. So I kind of just like panicked. I like put the chip in my pocket, and I like slid out the back. But I was hungry still, so I went to a Subway. And I'm like, I'm trying to like hype myself up. I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, all right, all you need to say is meatball marinara. That's it. Meatball marinara, you got this. Meatball marinara. I go inside the Subway and I see everyone's chatting. The anxious voice in my head's like, you don't know how to talk. So I go up to the guy, I'm like, can I have meatball? And I ran away, I couldn't do it. I was not a cool dude. When I was in college, I never got into a frat. I tried rushing. I was so bad at that, I never got into a frat. Like, they would always ask me, they're like, yo, so what sport do you play? What sport do you play? And I'm like, I don't play any sports, but I do a killer plankton impression. Where's your formula, crabs? And they were just like, yeah, for sure. No, super sick. That's tight. Yo, have you met Theodore? And then they had introduced me to the other dudes rushing who weren't gonna get in. So I'm in the corner with the other software engineers playing Nintendo DS. We were like trading Pokemon. I didn't like rushing a frat, because when you're rushing a frat, you're flirting with a bunch of dudes, and they're all the same dude. It's always this one dude who's just like, yeah, man, I was just like you. I wasn't sure fraternity life is right for me. But honestly, my pledge bros are some of the closest dudes to me in my entire life. Like, these are gonna be the guys at your wedding. Like, you're gonna walk down the aisle, you're gonna see some of these homies. Like, you're gonna marry one of these guys. It's always the most generic conversation you have with the frat guy. He's just like, yeah, dude, like, our house is super academically oriented. Yeah, everyone in the house does in fact have a GPA. We're super diverse. Our house is super diverse. That's something that we really value. Chandler's half Portuguese, right? Oh, he's from Portland, my bad. They run out of shit to say. They're like, our frat is actually also a fraternity. You see the house tour? And they're super pumped about the house tour, and it's the most average tour. They're like, dude, this is our party room. Dude, this is our party room. This is our party room, bro. Yo, check it out. Just like 3 chairs in the corner and throw up, that's it. It's the whole room. Yo, it's sick, right? Yo, you see the upstairs? yo, Bryce, show them the upstairs. And they love the upstairs. There's always like one room that's like the sickest room in the house. And they take you to a room, and it's just like a queen size bed with like Christmas tree lights around it. That's it. Yo, this is a smash pad. I'm like, oh, what? They just have a black light on and jizz everywhere for some reason. Like, you don't have the black light on and jizz everywhere. Like, the room looked like where Spider-Man figured out he was Spider-Man. Dude, I love how the frat bros, there's so many dudes that live in the same room, makes no sense. Like, they live in these, like, bed structures that are kind of like dressers. Like, they'll just pull them out. Like, I thought this dude was, like, open up his sock drawer to get a sock. He pulls open his sock drawer, fucking this guy named Trevor came out. He's like, yeah, we're pre-gaming tonight. He's like, yeah, I was looking for Kevin. It's crazy. It was like a mausoleum of these homies. What the fuck is this place? Yeah, so I didn't really have social skills. Not that they did, those guys didn't, but I didn't have it either. It made sense, like my parents, you know, my dad just like, fuck it, fuck you. And my mom's, excuse me. So I never really learned proper social skills the right way. So I had to learn them from books. Yeah, like a true tech bro. I had to read self-help books to learn social skills. What could possibly go wrong? Make eye contact. It's like horrifying. Handshake. So I read this one book called Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is the most unrelatable self-help dude of all time. If you don't know who he is, he's this giant 6'7" man. Like, he sounds like there's another dude inside of him. Like, you have to see his video, like the self-help videos he comes out. Watch them on YouTube. He's just like, yes. He says something generic, like, he's like, if you've ever been sad before, say ah. If you've ever been sad before. And everyone in the audience is like, oh my God, yes. I've been sad before, Tony. He totally gets me. He gets all of us. Tony. So no matter how hard you try to self-improve, you'll never be a 6'7" giant man. Has it occurred to people that he can just get whatever he wants? Like, that's why he's so successful? Like, if he needed more money, he could take it from you? Give me your loot! Like a giant freak. You have to watch his self-help videos on YouTube because he just starts like one-upping the audience with how bad his life was when he tries to help them. He's like, welcome to my Days of Change seminar. It's all about you. It's all about you. You, sir! Why'd you come here today? Someone stands up, they're like, Tony, I've been suffering from obesity my entire life. He's like, wow, you're very brave. You're very brave. When I was 19 years old, I weighed 499 pounds. I was a janitor. I lived under a bridge. I had no arms and no legs. I had to vibrate to communicate. I was a perfect sphere. The villagers, they feared me. They would chase me into the hills with pitchforks and fire. They tried to chase me out of town with a catapult. Pussy. You think your life is hard. Then he calls on someone else. He's like, you, miss, why'd you come here today? Someone stands up. She's like, Tony, I've been suffering from narcolepsy my whole life. He's like, wow, narcolepsy. You keep falling asleep. I've been asleep for 2,000 years. I'm an ancient Mesopotamian demon. I've lain dormant in the earth's crust since the dawn of time. You think your life is hard? Try living in the mantle. It's between the core and the crust. It's 5,000 degrees Kelvin. My father, he's the king of darkness. When I was bad, he would whip me with his bony tail. His brother is Lucifer. It's not easy. He made it sound so easy to change your life. He's like, if you want to change your life, you got to change your limiting beliefs. We all have limiting beliefs. Let me tell you a story. When I was 8 years old, I was an oyster. Through the power of positive thinking, I changed my mindset and I sprouted limbs. One by one, I became a human man. Now I'm 6'12" and have 18-pack abs. An enormous chin that glistens in the sunlight. I fly in a golden helicopter above the city. I'm a giant. I eat human bones. I feel like at the end of his seminars, he just like absorbs the audience and becomes more powerful. Like I feel like at the very end, he makes them walk on coals and stuff, which is crazy. But at the very end, I feel like he just unhinges his jaw like an anaconda. For your final act of bravery, you will walk directly into my mouth. He just swallows them. He does a thing where he like presses against their hand. I don't know, this is very specific. But he'll just go up to someone, he'll be like, press against my hand. And he'll push against them, but I feel like he's just sucking the power out of them. Yeah. Like, I always wondered why his eyes went behind his head when he did that. It's like, why is he glowing? Yeah, so that's where I learned social skills. I make people uncomfortable now. I'm a tech bro, you guys know. I'm a bit of a tech bro. A tech bro is like a regular bro-y dude, but one that's still buffering. Like, if you say what's up to a tech bro, we'll have to process it for a second. And we always say the wrong thing. If you say what's up, we'll just be like, good. And it's like, it's not correct. I feel like tech people are prototypes of regular people that they build on the West Coast before they send them out to the rest of the country. I was in San Francisco a few weeks ago, and I saw this dude with a satchel speed walking into traffic. I'm like, he's not ready yet, right? Like, I saw a fully grown man on a scooter with a black Amazon backpack riding head-on into a Microsoft shuttle. I'm like, we gotta work on that. We can't send that to New York, not yet. Not yet. These people are broken. And you know they build the tech people in the mountains and they hike into the cities on the weekends. Like Boston Dynamics robots. With pre-select phrases. How much money do you make? Where do you work? Boba, 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 boba. I was at Starbucks. I saw this dude straight up out of bounds. He was like, can I get a macchiato, 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 macchiato? He powered off. It was insane. These people are not normal. Have social skills. They're broken, fully broken people. So out of college, I got this job at Microsoft as a software engineer. And I shouldn't have got it. It really was a fluke. Like, all my other interviews were so hard. I did, like, the Facebook interview. That's what it was at the time, Facebook. And it was, like, 8 hours of, like, grueling torture where this, like, 16-year-old just humiliates you. You're just, like, talking to a frowning teenager. And, like, I'm, like, trying so hard. I had, like, great grades at UCLA, like, acing my classes. And I'm, like, doing this coding interview in front of this teenager. And he's just like, are you sure? So I didn't get Facebook. This dude was 12. Like, dude, every time, like, I feel like he kept getting younger as I looked up. Like, by the time I finished the interview, I'm just sitting across from an embryo. A genius embryo. So didn't get that. And then I went to Microsoft. And this was like a team that was not originally a software team. There were like these other types of engineers or something. It was the craziest interview loop ever. It was like literally 30 minutes. I went into one room, they're like, all right, so what's an integer? And I'm like, I don't know, like a number? And like, for sure, this guy's good. So I got hired at Microsoft. And Seattle's the saddest place of all time. Because people there's no sun. I don't know if you know, they don't have a sun. They don't do that. People traded their soul for cash at Microsoft. Seattle is so antisocial. I went to a grocery store there. There was a full line for self-checkout and all of the regular lanes were open. Some people were just waiting in line without items just to not interact. They're like, this is a safe space to not talk to people. I was put in a group chat with the new grads in Seattle with all the new engineers, and I was so pumped right when I started. I'm like, what are we doing tonight? We're gonna go out? We're gonna hit the town? We're gonna go out? And some dude's like, Catan. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a sick club. And someone else is like, no, it's a game where you trade sheep for wheat. I'm like, I don't know those drugs. What? What is that? What is that? And then I realized what Catan was. It's a board game. Turns out Catan was way better than going out. Because when you go out, you can get rejected. If you're playing Catan, you've already been rejected. There's no down. You're accepted fully. It was so sad. Like, they don't prepare you for this. Like, going from a college experience to just the corporate world, it's so sad. I went from partying with my friends in college to a senior software engineer at lunch being like, hey, we're gonna go pick berries. Want to come join us? They're poisonous. Like, what? No, I don't want to do that. This is horrible. No one's funny in corporate America. No one, humor bar went so low. There was no bar for humor. I remember one time I was in the elevator at Microsoft, and like the buttons 4, 5, and 6 were pressed, and this one dude's like, let's press them all while we're at it. That was his attempt at a joke. What? And then another dude's like, don't press 7. They're a bunch of cunts. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with these people? It's not funny at all. It's horrible. Like, this is like, we'd have fun in the little things though, right? At tech companies, the little things like the training videos or the team photos. I remember I took a team photo with my team and we took a normal one first. And then it was time for the silly photo. And they get pretty crazy. Like that, one of the senior engineers was like, okay, I have an idea for the silly photo. Everyone put your arms in the air. And that was it. That was the entirety. That was like how silly that guy was willing to go. And you know, he went home to his wife and kids afterwards and was like, honey, I had the craziest day at work. Oh, what a hoot. My hands were so high. Oh, joy. Dude, tech people are wild. They're so weird. Dude, tech people, they say stupid shit. Like, tech bros will say things like, yeah, I just want to change the world. As they're building dark mode on a calculator app. You want to change the world, you can't even change the font. What are you doing? And dude, now tech people, they just clearly are working on weapons. It's wild. And they try to play it off. They're just like, yeah, I'm working in defense. I'm working in defense. Yeah. Oh, cool, what are you working on? Autonomous aerial vehicles? Oh, cool, like photography drones? They don't shoot photos. Oh, okay, like what parts are you working on? Oh, so I'm on the face detection team. Yeah, we also are working on a flamethrower. And baby mode. And these guys are wondering why they're not getting dates. Dude, it's crazy. Tech people are so bad at dating. Please do better. Like, I have friends that work in tech still, and they're just like inviting girls out to their company dining halls. I'm like, that's not a date, that's a one-on-one. This is just an HR violation. Their favorite dating app is Venmo. Because at the end of the date, they're just like, I had a great time with you, but I noticed those boba pearls were $2.25, so I'm just gonna request you for that. Actually, I'm gonna send you an itemized Google Sheet and we can reconcile afterwards. They're so cheap and they're optimizing every single thing. Tech bros optimize every aspect of their life. Their like morning ritual is like longer than their workday. What do they need to optimize? They don't need to meditate that long. I mean, honestly, I guess it is. They say meditation's good for everyone else. It's just good that in that period of time, no one is interacting with that guy. Just stay. Actually, be a monk forever. Just sit there. But they optimize everything. Like, they time chunk their days. Like, I have friends, they'll be like, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., deep work, focus time. 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. morning stand-up. They even optimize their love lives. 10:30 a.m. to 10:33 a.m. sex. I over-allocated. I only needed 35 seconds. It's crazy. You guys are all on LinkedIn now? Make some noise. Who's on LinkedIn here? You guys are on LinkedIn? That was a good LinkedIn clap. You guys press the LinkedIn clap emoji. LinkedIn is so bad. You guys are so fake on LinkedIn. Why do you speak how you speak on LinkedIn? It is so fake. You don't really talk like that. I have friends in college that would black out every weekend. Now they're on LinkedIn. Kudos! Congratulations on your work anniversary. It's like, dude, you used to throw up in my bed. What? I'm thrilled to announce you pooped on my dog once. 100%. You're not a thought leader. You used to call yourself the thought leader. We can't trust you. Dude, LinkedIn is just Club Penguin for adults. They have to pre-select drop-down phrases. They don't even trust you to talk to each other on LinkedIn. Like, 'cause imagine if a software engineer freely interacted on LinkedIn. Just like, hey, Lisa, congratulations on your new role. I've always loved you and I always will. And there's linked influencers. Those are the worst people of all time. Dude, they're bad. They take their real life, personal experiences, and they turn them into actionable business insights. I saw a post, this dude's like, today my wife gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Here's what I learned about releasing a product. You're the worst guy. Last weekend I attended my first orgy. Here's what I learned about raising a seed round. Hashtag open to sex. These guys suck, dude. Dude, and now tech CEOs are just going on LinkedIn. After they lay people off, they'll just cry on LinkedIn. Like, that makes it fine now. Like, I saw this one video, this dude's just like, it's 10 p.m. I'm in Bora Bora. And I wish I didn't have to be here. I wish I didn't have to be here. But if you're on the experienced V2 team, you're laid off effective immediately. I know many of you were hired this month and forced to relocate with your families. And to that, I say this, oops. We're listening, we're learning, and we're growing. We are a family. Ohana. Ohana means family. Ohana. Breaks out a ukulele. He's like, we are Ohana. But if you try to reach me, there will be legal repercussions. Access to the building is cut off and your laptop will now self-destruct in 15, 14, 13. They're the worst people ever. Dude, the tech CEOs are wild. These people are changing, they're actually changing the world, right? They're defining how human beings interact. They're building tools like TikTok, Snapchat, AR, VR glasses, you name it. Yeah, they can't interact. Like, have you seen Zuckerberg? Zuckerberg's the king of the tech bros. And every time I see a video of Zuckerberg, it looks like a dude auditioning to be a human. Like, he always looks like he just spawned. He's just like, oh, hey there. Like he says something he thinks humans say. He's like, I love breathing air. And drinking sauce. I also love jog, smell, run, taste, cloud. It's like, that's not right. You're not a human. He looks like an animatronic. Like, why does his skin always look wet? Like he's slightly amphibious. Like, I feel like if he's too nervous, he looks like he could lay an egg. Oh, Congress. That's actually not how the internet works. Joy. A back-end engineer was born. I will name you Mark. Run free, little larva. Run free. Dude, every time Zuck releases a product, it's so clear he doesn't even know what humans like. He'll just be like in front of a CGI spaceship. Introducing Horizon Worlds. You can do crazy cool things, like get coffee with your friends. It's like, we can already do that though. Without legs. No, we like that part. Put that. Keep those. A needless journey awaits? No. Imagine a world running around, you as a torso. No ankles, no toes to slow you down. Like, we don't want that at all. You freaky weird guy. He's so weird. Like, his PR team recently is like, hey man, you need to be a different guy. You as a person, not working. Be a different guy entirely. And he's like, okay, I have an idea. And he just wore a chain. That... It's like, no, you're still the same, exactly. Just with a chain now. Look, no chain, no chain. See? Cool, not cool. No. Like, Zuckerberg looks like he just downloaded a bunch of new skills off of an app store. Jiu-jitsu skill downloaded. Smoked meat skill acquired. Smoking meat. New skin unlocked. Real human skin. Yum. Tech CEOs are broken. I like Bezos. Every time Bezos laughs, a small business goes under. He'll just be like, there goes Annie's baked goods. They're gone. Like when Bezos laughs in a direction, a Starbucks grows from the ground. His laughter gentrifies villages. I like Satya from Microsoft because Satya could say anything and the stock goes up. He's a good guy. And he means well. He says like actually impressive things. He's like, by the year 2030, we are going to undo all of the carbon emissions of Microsoft since the company was founded. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? I want to see another tech CEO do something noble like that. Like imagine Zuckerberg. Okay, so by the year 2030, I'm going to gather all of the Russian citizens and unshow them your data. Crazy. And then there's Elon. Elon's the worst of the tech CEOs. He's wild. This dude is the CEO of 4 different tech companies. He's allegedly working 120 hours a week. Yet he somehow still has time to angrily tweet at teenagers. He'll just be like, yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Yeah, stop tracking my planes, loser. Yeah. 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 Wow. Yeah. Dude, people were seeing him at parties just on ketamine. He's just doing drugs. You have to see his videos. He's just like, like he's just coming into a cup or something, sending them to women across the globe. Dude, I feel like, how does he have so much time? I feel like he just doesn't want to hang out with his 220 kids. Because he named them things like R2D2, yeah. Hashtag baby. I named my youngest child using a strong password generator. It's 65 characters, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to name my next child using 2-factor authentication. Yeah, his name changes every 15 seconds for security. Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, wow! It's so weird. We live in a crazy timeline now. Like Trump is president, J.D. Vance is vice president, and Elon Musk is first lady. Like Trump and Elon, there's no way they even vibe. Like they're hanging out all the time. There's no way they vibe. Like how does it go? Like Trump's just in his office working on his computer. The computer's off. And Elon's just sitting on his desk. So what if we send all the illegal immigrants to Mars? Yeah. Yeah. Which one is Mars? Is it the red one or the candy? Yeah, the red one. The red one. Just turns into a tutoring session between them. So, and what is rocket? What does that do, rocket? Yeah, so rocket goes up in the air, yeah. And then and then Zuckerberg knocks on the door. He wants to hang out. No one wants to hang out with Zuck. He's like, oh, hey, what are you guys talking about? I made hot dogs. Not now, Zuckerberg. Not now. Yeah, get lost, Zuckerberg. Yeah, Zuckerberg. Yeah. Comedy's back. Wow. Yeah, comedy's back. Hell yeah. Trump picked his cabinet recently, and you know he did it like a 9-year-old playing with action figures. he was just like, and the Secretary of Defense will be the Incredible Hulk. Wow. And the Secretary of Energy will be Pikachu. Pika. 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 Pikachu. And the Secretary of State will be half of Godzilla. Yes, you are. It's wild. The Secretary of Health is RFK Jr. It's crazy because every time he speaks, it's just randomly generated AI text. He'll just be like, when I was a little boy, I had a pet falcon. He would fly me to the top of the mountain and feed me worms. Father would take me to McDonald's and feed me the toys. We're bringing polio back. Help. RFK Jr., he hates 5G because he never has service. Why can't you hear me? I have full bars. Why can't you hear me? Full service. His voice is just house music. I have full bars. It's crazy. You guys are bullies. It's crazy. You can't help it. It's fucked up. Do you guys know this? Do you know Biden is still alive? Yeah. I thought for sure, like, the end of his presidency, they swapped him out with a Madame Tussauds wax sculpture. I feel bad for Biden because he tried his best as president. He meant well. He was like a grandpa who just wanted to babysit. He's just like, folks, come on, man. Folks, let me babysit the kids. Come on, man. I still got it. Let me babysit. Come on, man. Look. And then you come home and the kids are just playing in the oven. Oh, no, 450 degrees. Malarkey. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, folks, look. His speeches, they always started out strong. He was like, folks, the American people, they deserve honor, dignity, courage, bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, toasted, footlong, hearty Italian, 2 cookies, Dr. Pibbs. Where am I? Look. Fact is, hi, Grandma. Like, halfway through his speeches, he just break out into tangents. He's like, I remember I was a little boy. The year was 1944. I was 59 years old. I used to ride a giant snail to work. His name was Squanto. Taught me the meaning of Christmas. Look. Fact is, folks, when I was a little baby boy, I was playing in Scranton, Spennsylvania. I lived on the train tracks. I used to eat scrap metal. I had to dig a hole. That was our house. We lived in holes in the ground. Come on. Come on, man. I came here, the first colony. We came here late 1500s. Family died, starved, winter of 1609, ate each other. They said they were coming back. The ship never came back. Never came back, left us to die. I feel like you can't make fun of Biden too much because he has his gaffes. They're involuntary. Yeah. I feel like some of the gaffes were pretty avoidable though. Like I saw this one video of him. He's like, folks, if I describe American, one word. Folks, if I describe American, one word. I'm like, obviously don't fuck up that one word, right? It's like, if I describe American, one word. He starts scatting for 55 seconds. Yeah, he kept going. He could have stopped at any moment. Like, I miss Obama, because Obama was a great speaker. He could say anything, it sounded like a great idea. He'd be like, and here's what we're going to do with regards to illegal immigration. I propose we go door to door and politely ask the immigrants to go home. Everybody will be like, Obama, that's incredible. How'd you come up with that? You're a genius, Obama. You think Obama always sounded like that? Like as a kid, he was just like, Mommy! I propose we extend Betty Bye-Bye to 9:30. For the sake of the family unit. Or in college, he's just like, another round of shots. Can we drink more? Yes, we can. And now we have Trump, and Trump is so defensive, always. He always looks like he just bumped into his ex-girlfriend. He's always just like, me, I'm doing so well, you wouldn't believe it. I have so many friends. I'm doing Peloton. I'm top of the leaderboard, actually. Top of the leaderboards. I'm on top. Trump always he's just so sassy now. He's just the sassiest dude. Like he says things like, we are so back. We are so back. But people didn't realize how far back he meant. We're bringing these stocks back to 1930s prices. It's wild. There's a cuteness to him, kinda, in a weird way. Really weird. Like, he could be learning about anything, and he's really trying to understand concepts, like earnestly. Like he could be learning about fractions, and he'll be like, so you're saying the enumerator is always on the top? That's incredible, and they never put it on the bottom. They don't do that. And China, do they know about this? Do they know fraction? What a shame. I feel like Trump determines who can stay in the country based on the last meal he had. Right? He'll just be like, the Lebanese can stay. We love our baba ganoush. Baba ganoush. It's so incredible. Guys, thanks so much. I'm Austin Nasso. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Na 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 Nasso, Nasso. Na 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 Nasso, Nasso. Na 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 Nasso, Nasso. Na 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 Nasso. Na 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 Nasso. Your mother sounds like Donald Trump. Your dad is mad and your brother's dumb. Your eyebrows are huge, your hair it flops. You breathe like a triceratops. You do Zuck, Obama, Tony Robbins, Pesci too. Biden, Gaffin, Bezos laughing, but in truth, who is gonna watch this special? I just hope not the impressionable youth. Ooh, Austin Nasso, the comedy that you do doesn't get streamed on any legitimate platforms. It goes straight to YouTube. Ooh, Austin Nasso, half Italian, half Jewish, half chinchilla. Your eyebrows like a chia pet on steroids, like Eli Manning fucked a gorilla. Ooh, Austin Nasso, your eyebrows look like they ate a whole family of eyebrows, and then they ate that family's extended family. You got big eyebrows. Huge eyebrows, man. Your face is mainly eyebrows.